Yo, what up? My name's Dwight. I'm doing a rundown on my experience in POE 2 Dawn of the Hunt. And normally my channel is not about video games, really. I mean, I have played League of Legends on it, but technically my channel is about sobriety and getting sober. So if you're interested in that, check out some of my other videos, especially some of the older ones. Yeah, if you have anything to say about that, I'd love to hear it. But other than that, POE 2 has been a pretty incredible experience for me in the sense that it's been a long time since I've played a video game that made me get this like sweaty no life. And I don't know, I've been in a unique situation in my life where I just have had the ability to where I could get lost in this game for a little bit, and my time played is 7 days and 3 hours, and I've been playing the game for 3 weeks. But the funny thing is I've basically hit a wall where I'm at, and it's probably a skill issue. I rolled Stormweaver. So but I'm level 84. I've got maxed resistance basically. I've got 1400 life and 2000 energy shield and 1100 mana, and my items aren't bad. Like I have some decent items too, like nothing I'm wearing is shit, and I have the two most important items for the frost build. And like I was hard stuck at fucking tier 10 maps, and then until I finally gave in and spent and got the currency and spent the currency to get these items, like figuring out how to use it. That's another thing. The trade, having to buy a fucking premium stash tab and then link your items to a website is just fucking stupid. Like, you've already got the mechanic in the game, just put an auction house in the game, bro. Like, just, I don't know, make it so I don't have to meet people or talk to them. They can just buy it and then we're done. But anyways, so yeah, it's not like I'm playing a shitty build, but I'm basically stuck. Like, I'm at a point where on my maps, so I think I've been mapping wrong too. Like, first off, I've done like quite a few maps, and I only have oops, well, here's my build really quick since we're here. I started out following Lexiu's build, but then it didn't work because it was based on Archmage and cast on crit, which I tried, but it used so much mana, it felt impossible. Like, what was the skill? Eldritch Battery. Like, it's in theory, it seems like Eldritch Battery should make it so you can use a spell like Archmage, but then because Eldritch Battery doubles the cost of spells, like, you can't, it just, so I don't know, that feels broken to me, because I feel like if you could run the Archmage Frostbolt combo, that it really would give you damage that was closer to maybe like a Lightning Spear. I don't know, I don't think it would be as broken as a Lightning Spear is still, but I feel like maybe it would be getting a little bit closer to that level of damage. And then the bigger thing would be your ability to do bosses would be a lot better, because first off, if you get a boss that's cold resistant, then you're basically fucked. I almost killed Candle Wax or whatever his name was. Like, I've killed him before, but he spawned in this map in a yellow T15. I'm not sure when I've killed him before. It was either a white or a blue one, but like, I haven't been getting maps with good modifiers, so my choice is either to buy 3 white level 14s, recombine them, and then alchemy orb them, or to just play a map that has modifiers on it that are like make it damn near impossible for me to do it. Like, efficiently, if even at all. Like I've had multiple maps where I couldn't even complete them because like, and I mean, not most maps I can complete. So, like sometimes I have a problem with dying, but and that has made leveling interesting at certain points when I realized I needed to upgrade pieces of my gear again because I was just getting one-shotted and I needed more res, and I'd only been focusing on getting my damage because it felt like getting more damage for bossing was just the most necessary thing. But I mean, even with my build as it is, like I have to like cast, I can't even cast the frost wall, but like, so I have to do like R, then F, then Q, then E for a frost wall, and then shoot multiple bolts into it and then cold snap them. And it actually, I can chunk the shit out of bosses if I hit everything perfectly, but like if anything goes wrong, then it turns into an extended fight. And I mean, I can burst them at any point in the fight if I get the combo off, but it's like most of these boss fights, it's you're running one place to like cast your sigil, and then you're running away, and then you're casting your fucking what is it called, what the fuck, let me put that there. You're casting your hypothermia from a different spot, and then you're running back onto your sigil and like casting Q and E and frost bolting, and then like running in circles inside your sigil trying to like fucking cold snap the frost bolts. Like it's so tedious. Like I'm shocked. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm shocked that I made it through the campaign, through all the bosses. And I like part of it took me like 3 days played to get through the campaign, because there was well, first of all, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing until I'm playing this game like it's WoW or something, completely just drop dependent, and I'm saving all my crafting materials for late game, thinking like, oh, like I'm way better off not using any of this now. and that was rough. I think the only reason, honestly, that I made it even as far as I did, as fast as I did, is because the vendor had a weapon that had like +3 cold spells, plus 20 something spell damage, and plus like 30 cold damage or some shit like that. And it had like int on it too or something. I don't know. It was like perfect item out of the vendor. But I didn't replace it until like the end of Act 3 Cruel. Like I was basically moving into maps, and then I luckily I crafted this wand, like, or not this one. I crafted this wand, and that got me to like tier 10 maps. And then someone actually gave me this wand for free. And actually, no, this got me all the way to 15. But someone gave me to this one, and like I was going back and forth between the two because I lost. It's actually not as much as I thought, but I lost like 40 something to max mana. And I don't know, I haven't done the math, but it's like the difference between 50 or 100 more max mana can be like difference between never running out of mana and like hearing I need more mana all the time. And I have lots of mana regen as well. Like, I don't know if I have lots, but like, where's it at? Maybe I don't have as much anymore, but my mana regen actually is really fast, so you can see over there that it like, but where is my, I have max mana. Do I not have mana regen as much anymore? All my mana regen is coming from, oh, 25% there. Bro, I need to get a new amulet with spirit and mana regen. Oh my god. And like this, for example, I figured out how to use these fucking the soul cores, which, I mean, isn't that big of a deal, I'm sure, to someone that plays this game, but figuring out that they existed and then like putting them in there felt really good to me. But, oh my god. But yeah, I don't know, this one's hard because I'm at a point now where I'm looking at my stats and it's like, especially because of these two items, then I need to make sure I'm getting my resist and everything in elsewhere. but I also need enough mana and mana regen, but I also need enough enough extra damage and energy shield, and it's like all of those things together are just ridiculously expensive, even, you know. So so I'm at a point where I'm at T15 maps, and I think I could probably do, so that's the other thing, is like I know I need to do, in order to, oh yeah, that's, I never I got up, trailed off on so many things. So I have my, where the fuck is my Atlas tree? What's the hotkey for that? Control U. Okay, well, let's go. Anyways, so I've got my tree going here, and like as you can see, it's not I haven't done that much, and the reason is because I thought like, okay, I need to get more currency if I want to be able to map and do bosses efficiently, and so like I've spent all this time, I have these 3 towers here, and this is too tedious. I know for a fact that people must not be doing this, because now that I've done it, like I just know that there's no way that that people are doing this. But so like I have these 3 towers, and then I have these maps right here in the middle, and there's like 11 total. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, yeah, and that get all 3 of the overlap. And so what I did is I went around and I tried to do all the maps inside the circle that weren't part of, I left a few of the ones that had like 2 tower overlap, because I figured most of the tablets probably have more than 11 maps that they're gonna affect, but some of them don't. Maybe those are shitty tablets, but either way, so the tablets from these towers should only affect these maps. Like I should have 11 maps that are triple juiced, and so I feel like, okay, tight, I'm ready. But then I come to my stash, right, and like I have, this is my only map that I have right now, and I have a really little gold because I've been constantly buying 3 tier 14s, recombining them, and then outgorbing them. And so, like I said, there's very few maps that I don't actually complete. And on top of that, there's been, and it's funny because I know that in the patch notes it says that they'll 100% are going to drop a waystone on the last rare mob or whatever. Every map that I do, I always do, I always do 100% of the, I don't always do 100% of the extra content, because there's times where it goes good for me and there's times where it goes bad, and unless I'm in a situation where I already beat the boss and I'm not going to lose any experience, I usually don't go back and do the extra content. And so for like, I feel like for the amount of gear that I have and the like 112 max life, 125 max life, 138 max mana, 4 to cold spells, 32 to crit chance, 76 to spell damage, like, I mean, I have, it's not bad. This is the only thing that I could replace easily, and I'm only using it because it's oh, actually I think I need that +2 all attributes also though. Fuck. I guess getting 2 more skill, I'll just need 1 node in the skill tree, but whatever. For these fuckers. But yeah, so I'm going to try to do a map now and show gameplay, and oh yeah, this is the last thing I guess I have to talk about, or maybe a couple things, but before I try to do a map. But this here is like my tablets, and I have these ones, which not even all of them. I have this one, which is like good for juicing. This one, so I have 2, literally 2. These are ones that are like, okay, like I could use these and they wouldn't feel like terrible. But then all these are just fucking pointless. None of these are you would never use these for any reason. And so not only do I have a lack of waystones, and like I do get waystones, either a white one or a blue and sometimes a yellow, off of the majority of the last rare mobs or bosses that I kill. And I think almost every boss, I'm pretty sure like every boss that I've killed has dropped one. I can't say for sure, but definitely I've done whole maps where, because like a bunch of these maps that I've been doing to just clear this area out, so I can have these ones be concentrated, have been maps that like just didn't have any bosses on them or anything, so it was just nothing but rare mobs. I did all the rare mobs and they didn't drop. One of them even had one of them was a yellow waystone that had like 85% chance to drop more waystones, and it did not drop a single waystone even off the last rare mob. So and it was funny, like I'm getting trolled by some fucking asshole in the general chat because someone else brought it up that they were having trouble sustaining their maps, and I was like, yeah, me too. Like, and I'll start talking to him about it, and then these people just start talking shit like, oh, it's a skill issue if you can't sustain maps. I'm like, maybe, but I don't know. I feel like because I know for a fact I've watched people on YouTube that do not have nearly as much gear, like, and they're just running around one-shotting shit with lightning spear. And I know maybe that's not a fair example either, but like, there's multiple other classes too that are way more playable than cold sorceress. And like, for me, I get it, it's early access and not everything should work, but knowing that it worked before, and then also knowing that like, for me, like I feel like there's certain things that for ARPGs, especially if we're gonna say like Diablo-like game, that need to be there, and one of them is like the fucking cold sword, bro. Because for me it's nostalgic. Like I remember in Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, is that what the expansion was called? I remember you would build a cold sword and you'd get the Oculus orb and like the fucking, were they called Oculus rings too? I forget, but once you had like, there was like 3 items and they were all hacked, like everyone was using them, so who the fuck cares? But like you would just be able to fucking teleport straight through wherever I forget which act it was in, bro. It was Mephisto, I think it was the boss, but you would just run like Mephisto and you would just fucking teleport in there and just blizzard the shit out of him and then dip. And so for me, and like I played a Javazon lightning spear, and cow level with Javazon was sick as fuck, like I get it, but for me it's like, it's just as iconic as a cold sword is just as iconic as a Javazon. And so, and I don't know if there's any warrior skill that's for whirlwind, but I mean, fuck, we should definitely be spinning to win in this game if we can at some point. But anyways, so yeah, overall, like I said, I no-lifed this game, and that hasn't happened like since WoW Vanilla for me. The only other game I really played is, because my favorite games growing up to start were like Diablo, StarCraft, and Warcraft. And so like I really loved the real-time strategy, and then with Warcraft Frozen Throne you had Dota, and so I got into MOBAs. And like once I quit playing WoW, because WoW I like truly was also degen no-lifing for quite a while, but that was when I was a kid, and I only really played Dota and then League of Legends from there on out. And I really just feel like MOBAs are a superior game format for a lot of reasons, but they do have their problems too. I admit that. Coming back to a different game after playing League for so long is very refreshing. And like for a long time I didn't want to play, because like I also played like a lot of Counter-Strike and stuff, and like Guns, the Duel, like everything that I've ever really liked, it was multiplayer. And so even like just even simple games like Worms World War, or fucking what was that, like Gundam, it was, I forget what it was called, but you were like these little avatars. There was one that was like a golden fucking caterpillar and it would shoot these energy balls, but it was kind of like tanks or like or worms in the sense that you like aim and shoot. But anyways, like every game that I've ever played was multiplayer, and that was like one of the things that was fun about it. And so even single player games are starting to look appealing to me now, and I feel like that's one of the things that's cool about POE is that, and I haven't played any Diablo in a long time, but I guess that as well, like it really blends like the single player experience with the multiplayer experience. And like I played WoW almost exclusively for PvP. I didn't like PvE, and so to play a game that's like exclusively PvE and no PvP is like a different thing for me, but it's been fantastic. So they're obviously doing something right. Like they're hitting the mark in a lot of ways, and like you can feel it. But the problem is that when it gets, the things that really are a problem is like it's not easy. Even if you know how to craft, it's not easy to craft something good. And so it's like you have to like research on YouTube and watch YouTubers that are crafting and using the economy to like even figure out what the fuck you're doing. And in the context of like a solo self-found scenario or someone that just wants to play the game, I don't know, it doesn't feel very playable at the moment. Like there's no way I could have gotten everything that I have if it wasn't for trading. And so like my character would be stuck in like tier 10, really, because that's tier 10 is where I started trading to get most of my gear. Like up until then, I think I maybe got like one or two small pieces, but they weren't even really that crazy. I mean, they were helpful, but I mean, I don't think they were making or breaking anything. Because yeah, my campaign experience was like, there was a lot of boss fights that took me like 2 hours to beat because I was so squishy and did such little damage that I would have to run the mechanics for so long. And I'm playing on a Mac, which a lot of times it's smooth, but between the server lag and whatever choppiness is coming from trying to run this through crossover, if there is much, like I don't know, there's times where like I'll straight up be like dropping screens, or like I'll start moving really slow and then everything will speed back up again. And so I'm not really sure. Like I have an M4 silicone Mac, like it's not fully upgraded with all the processors, but I think it's like one level up, so it's not the absolute base level one either. But so it's like it's not a shitty computer. So I'm really not sure what I'm experiencing in game when that happens. But between that and then also just having to get everything in the boss fight pretty right in the first place, yeah, there was a hard learning curve. And like I'm not even used to doing boss fights. Like I haven't played any game where I've had to think about boss mechanics in fucking forever. So, and I didn't actually look up any guides on bosses. I actually struggled through it and did everything myself on the campaign. And like, and that's another point that I'm pissed about. Like for the stupid fucking, where's it at, bro? The vials, dude. Oh my god, the vials. I feel like I have to completely remake my character because I didn't pick the right vials. And so like at the time, it seemed like ailment threshold and slow resistance seemed like good choices. Like, and now that I'm in endgame, I'm like, bro, the only thing you needed was mana regen and chaos resistance. And so like the fact that you can't either change them or get all of them, I think those are the only two options that make sense. Because I think it does make sense to have them, especially when it's like you're having trouble struggling getting gear through the game. I think it makes sense. It could happen, I think, at either two times. I think you could either let people rerun the same dungeon on different difficulty levels 3 times, and it could be like, it could also serve to maybe help you understand and get ready for the difference in difficulty of like a white map versus a blue map versus a yellow map. But you could do it in both, and And that way, like, if you're not getting good items and you're stuck and you're just trying to get stats any way you can, like, you could at least run the dungeon and have a reason and get the reward 3 times and get all 3 rewards unlocked. I feel like that would make sense. Or allowing people to change that choice would also make sense. The other thing was in Trial of Shekema's, the Forge of Keth doesn't make sense to me. Like, again, we're playing this game where everyone's bitching about loot and how hard it is to craft things, and they have this mechanic in the game where you, like, it's like one of the biggest deals in the campaign. Like, and even in unlocking the end game, like, you're getting your, oh, that's another thing, I haven't even done my last ascendancies yet. I didn't want to, like, struggle through them, so I just started mapping, and I figured I'll go back to them, and I'll probably try to do those before I quit the game too. But I don't know if I'm gonna map anymore after this last map that I do for you guys. I'll probably try to do my ascendancies, but that's probably because it's just too tedious. Like, and especially knowing that there's other characters that I could re-roll, which, I mean, maybe that's what I'll end up doing, is just playing. I mean, that's probably what I'll end up doing, is just playing another character. But I'm not fucking no-lifing that one. Like, I'll just play that casual for sure. But like, it just, the amount of effort that it takes and then the amount of, like, the wall that I feel like I've hit as far as getting waystones and tablets to juice these maps, so that way I can make currency more efficiently to actually buy, some, like, higher priced items. Like, other than, I mean, I know I've already got a couple, but, like, and that's what I'm also wondering, like, these items seem so essential to the build that I bought those, and now I'm wondering, like, if I should have bought way better, just, like, wand and fucking, like, because now, like, I've got some currency left. I found a div the other day, so I've got 1 div, and then I've got 57 exalts left, like, so, and I don't have any items that are, like, selling on the, like, again, the only items that I've had that I got, like, rich from were lucky rolls on fucking lightning spear items. Everything else that I have, it's like, it's not perfect enough. Like, there's so few people playing the classes, and there's so many people putting items up, that it's like, why are they gonna spend div on, like, an item that is, well, and I guess, I mean, I don't know, I did because I was trying to get up, but other people are probably smarter than me. I fucking wasted, I think, a lot of div, or not div, exalts on gear on my way up, like. And that's the other thing, is, like, it's so hard to figure out what items, and I guess it's not, like, it's probably just tedious, but, like, figuring out which items actually have value and how to even use a premium stash tab, and like I don't know, it's way harder than it should be, in my opinion. Like, just put an auction house in, just let people sell their shit straight over the game without having to do trades. Trade can still exist, but, like, you should also be able to just put your stuff on an auction house for sure. Just like, wow. But yeah, I guess I'll try this map, and I don't know, I'll try one with the boss on it, I guess, if I can find one. Wait, oops. Alright, that one's chill. Fucking... And it's funny, it's like, this is probably the best waystone that I've had in a minute, and, like, technically I should probably save this for a juiced map, and it still has, which 94 increased ailment threshold for me is shit, because if I come across any fucking monster that has, like, move speed and mana drain, and I can't freeze them and back up and drop a combo on it like any rare monster, then like I'm just pretty much screwed. And even sometimes when I can, even when they're not, like they'll just like break through my ice barriers and just run straight up to me, and it's like I'm just backpedaling and puckering my butthole, praying that they don't just fucking melt me. Oh, that's the other thing. This is the last comment that I have on the game that's been difficult for me, is that there's certain white mobs that can straight up one-shot me still in these tier 15 maps. And like I don't know if that's normal for a yellow tier 15 map, but like I have 1500 life, 2000 energy shield. I feel like, especially because none of these animations are like, I mean they do have, so one of them that I'm thinking of is there's like these demon looking guys, and they have these big two-handed maces, and they run up and they smash the ground, and they shoot like a shockwave out in front of them too. And they don't always one-shot me, but they can one-shot me, and they do it a lot. Like it happens a lot. And then and the other thing is they usually are in packs of like 3. And so the thing is I can one-shot them too. But if you're on a map like Augur, or even a more open one, like sometimes they come from like off screen, or they just run out of nowhere. And that's the other thing, is like there's no way, like I wish, so in League of Legends you can like unlock your camera and you can sort of move the screen around, and like you can look like a screen ahead. And I don't know, maybe there's an issue with that because of Fog of War, but like if you're shooting your spells out somewhere and you're clearing the monsters and they're exploding, I don't know, I feel like it should clear the Fog of War, and you should be able to like unlock the camera and look ahead and make sure you don't run into like some random fucking bullshit mob that just is gonna like bop you. And then the other one is there's these like fat decaying blob witches that I'm pretty sure they do chaos damage, which is maybe part of the problem, is I don't have any chaos resist yet. But still, for a white mob, and the spells that they shoot are like these little chaos bolts that are pretty fast moving, and like if you don't see them before they start shooting them at you, the chances that you're gonna get one shot are like pretty good. And I feel like that's just, at least if it's a yellow mob, you can kind of know it's there. Like it's all glow, it's got a bunch of fucking auras and shit, like you know like, okay, I need to fucking back up and make sure I play safe around this. But like when it's just one more white mob in like a screen of white mobs that you're trying to blow up, and you don't realize that it's gonna fucking shoot it. And like now that I know, I can play around it more, but it still is just super tedious. And it's like, and it still happens. Like I mean there's so much shit on the screen, and I don't know, maybe I'm getting old, but maybe I need glasses. But to have a white mob that you don't have any extra, like necessarily, especially if you haven't seen it before or had it happen before, you don't necessarily have an extra warning that you need to play safer or target that mob first, like switch your focus. And the other one too, there's the third and final one, are the fucking Sunkeeper guys that shoot those beams. Like those beams either need to be shorter or they need to move slower side to side, because there's like no way, and I know that you use terrain to block them, I get it, like I love it, feels good, it feels great when you use the terrain to block their stupid beam and then you blast them. But first off, those guys shoot their beam from off screen, and all of a sudden, not only is it so long that even though they're off screen, you still are like struggling to get out of it in time. But it's like you can't, if there's nothing to block it with at the moment, you can't move left or right fast enough, and you're just spamming pots and hoping that you can run out of the back of it quick enough. And it's like, I don't know, I'm probably gonna switch Arctic Armor for Blink because I feel like at this point I've been using it because the extra mana regen on Arctic Armor is super nice, but I feel like I'm gonna have to get mana regen somewhere else and explore with Blink because you just, yeah, there's too many. And even with the 30 move speed, like, it made it so much better, but even still, like, I get into so many situations where I'm like, fuck, I just cannot kite or get away from this shit. And again, like I said, like, I've got pretty good items, like, I should be doing decent damage, and I do, but there's a lot of times where it's just not enough in situations depending on what the map modifiers are and what the rare mob is. So it's like, what the fuck are you gonna do, you know? Oh shit. I hate when I block myself with my stupid ice wall. But you never know, like, that's the other thing about this build is, like, you never know when everything's just gonna explode and when you need to, like, be extra careful because it's just not. Oh shit. Skill issue. That one was legitimately my fault. I didn't realize those things were gonna, I don't know why I did that. I just fucking ran straight into that shit. Like, I knew they were gonna explode, but I didn't realize they were gonna do that.
No mana. Need mana.
I need to find a ring with like 100% fucking mana regen. No, honestly, I think what I need is that,
Out of mana.
that fucking unique potion.
Lunar blade. Out of mana.
Oh shit.
No mana. That scum. No mana. Need mana. Out of mana. No mana.
Who's the boss? Oh my god, the Serpent Queen. Fuck. That's not a good one for me. She doesn't explode the ice walls.
Take you.
That's another thing that I know I do. I need to like not run out in other parts of the map. I should run backwards in the parts I've already cleared, but sometimes I just go brain dead and I'm just like running forward. I mean, that's what you want to be doing, right? That's what's so annoying. Oh! See, like those were just fucking whites. And I like wasn't paying attention for 2 seconds. I think I got hit 3 times. I think I got hit 3 times and it killed me.
Will of the Marrakech. Need banner.
Oh my god. I'm literally not in it right now, bro. Should I just go run and find the fucking Serpent Queen? Bro, I should not be doing this, guys. Literally. This is terrible.
Need mana.
Bro, there was a tree there. Palm tree too skinny.
Need mana.
I don't know, part of me thinks maybe I should switch to cast on crit comment, but I feel like I don't have enough crit chance for that to be as effective yet.
No mana. Didn't break a sweat.
Stupid bird. Okay, there's the boss. I was like, before I keep fucking running around killing these things, I'm gonna make sure that's not the boss up there.
Out of mana. I can't do that yet.
The hell, god damn it. Press that button so many times.
mana.
Bro, when they're frozen
Out of
and
mana.
you cold snap them, they don't do their fucking body explode. That's good to know. Like honestly, I just probably just play every screen I get to like this. Start backing up and just lobbing as many fucking of these possible as I can down range.
Out of mana. Fuck you. No mana. Fine.
Ooh.
No mana.
Got my dick, homie.
Need mana. No mana.
Oh hell no.
Need mana.
Bro, stop shooting minions at me.
So cold.
Let me bait you into a fight.
Not yet. Out of mana.
Relegame.
No mana.
Okay, we made it.
Die, scum.
Bro, where'd he go? Did I kill him? Fuck that guy.
Need mana. Now go through.
I'm in the habit of not always just immediately popping mana pots because sometimes I have to conserve on bosses. Oh, not one of you. Oh! What? I've got some toxic ass blood.
Hello there.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh my god. Alright, so here's here's the moment where we find out if she's cold resistant. And if I even have a chance.
Out of mana. No mana.
I literally died because I accidentally hit escape instead of my one. Well, that's what I get. Skill issue. She was cold resistant though. That would have been very hard to do anyways. Story of my life with this game. So I don't really know how to address that. Like I've been getting, it wasn't happening at first. Like at first, like I was doing a lot of maps where I was not getting cold resistant bosses, but now I'm getting them a lot, and it's like I don't know if it does it on purpose. Like it knows that you're spec'd to be fucking cold, so it rolls cold resistance, but it just doesn't seem. It seems like with 3 other types of resistance in the game, that for it to be cold, so many of the last bosses I've done, like it was literally like I can't even. I don't know. I haven't been keeping track, but it's been more than not, because it's been a distinctly incredibly stressful experience every time, and I see the fucking cold resistance. That one was extra frustrating though, because I died from having a fat stupid finger. I don't know, maybe I'll try
Time is not on our side. Greetings.
maybe I'll just try one more real quick. Let's see if there's another boss one. I don't know if it's just the yellows too, because like I feel like the blues and the whites, I can do the bosses on a tier 15 map like without even, like I wouldn't really be worried. I don't know, maybe I should try that since I'm on stream. We'll give that a shot. Fuck, this is, I'm gonna have to spend all my gold right now. God damn it.
Go.
This is for science. Alright, can I do a white tier 15 boss? It's so crazy seeing like 6 portals. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my god, it's the augury. Fucking. Blech. Okay. I'm moving extra slow.
Need mana. Need mana.
See, I think that's part of my problem too, is it's just so much more fun to just run into a room recklessly than to like slowly shoot fucking frostbolts through the door and like make your way in comfortably. So yeah, now that I think of it, I don't know if I must have beaten at least one tier 15 yellow boss. Or no, do you have to beat a yellow one for it to switch to tablets in your shop? I don't know, I think you just have to beat one. But now that I'm thinking of it, I know I beat a tier 14 yellow boss.
No
I
mana.
don't know if I've ever beat a tier 15 yellow boss. Or, I mean, sorry, a tier, yeah, tier 15 yellow boss. It feels so much better in a white map. Like, and the thing that sucks is that I don't really know. Like, I guess I need more damage because like I've got the resistance. I feel like, I mean, maybe maybe it really is the energy shield. I know people talk about having like much higher energy shield than 2K, but like that would require like a ridiculous investment. So it's like, I don't know, is that the situation we're in? Is that I have to have perfect, because I think that's really what the problem is like I get these modifiers like that last one had 97% increased ailment threshold, so it's like I'm not freezing them to help me kite, and I'm not shooting nearly as many comets. Like that's kind of like a big issue. And so like these debuffs, like they really, like I need to get like better maps that have, like in a lot of cases I feel like I would, yeah, no, that's not true. Enfeeble is so bad, the whatever something chains is so bad. And actually Enfeeble, I would rather have Enfeeble than Tormenting Chains or whatever it's called, I think. But
Lunarite blade.
oh shit.
Not yet.
Oh my god. I didn't have my hand on the keyboard right. I was going all over the place.
Out of mana.
See, like there, I just took a full fucking web load
Didn't break a sweat.
from that guy. And that was a yellow mob in a white map, and he didn't kill me. Versus a yellow map, there's like all these white mobs, and like the corpse explosions that I got caught in there, that was 100% my fault, just being an idiot, not being fully focused and paying attention or thinking about it. Plus, I'm not sure. I'm probably used to like. I guess I'm used to them not killing me as easily either. So it's like, fuck.
More mana. Now don't move.
Yeah, I've heard veterans talking about like spells are unplayable, and I don't know, that might be true. I don't have enough experience to make that claim myself, but like, because I've been having, even as hard as it's been and as slog as it's been,
No mana.
I've still had fun. But what does suck is to have put as much into the items that I have, and to have a bit, I don't know, maybe I need to copy. There's someone else that does a cold build that's not Lexi, that his is different. I don't think his depends on Archmage or Eldritch Battery, so maybe I should check his out. Because
Out of mana.
I can admit that while I pick skills on the tree that I think are good, it's so funny how you could just have small details can make huge differences.
Out of mana.
So I mean, this has been my problem, is that like, I get way more maps with modifiers that make it like
Mana.
legitimately
Out of mana.
hard as fuck to get through, then I get ones that are just like gold or rarity or quant or pack size. And like, I don't know that you need to necessarily have all good ones, but I mean, especially if you're gonna have like one where they've got like nearly 100% to ailment threshold, or something like enfeeble or something, like you should at least have some juicy ones on there to go with it. Like being like, oh, I have to run this fucking map where it's gonna be hard as fuck at best, and like I'm gonna fucking die 3 times at worst, is demoralizing.
I can't do that yet.
Who the fuck? I'm trying to read who the boss is. Guess or Cole,
No mana. Victory is mine.
is that gonna be the fucking guy that shoots daggers?
Look where comes. Need mana. I can't do that yet.
Oh, those are the guys. Those guys on tier 15 maps, straight fucking cancel. Or sorry, on yellow maps, tier 15 yellow maps.
Fall before me.
Yeah. Bruh.
Out of mana.
I know it'd be interesting to get, if I get a tier 15 map, and if I actually could get one that wasn't just completely fucked, and see if that made a difference and I could beat it on the stream. I don't know, This really is for science. Like I doubt anyone that matters is gonna watch this, to be honest. But I figured if I'm gonna put this much time into the game, and everyone else in the community is sharing their thoughts, I might as well throw my hat in the ring.
More mana.
And I suppose some gameplay footage is definitely more valuable than all the words. Black is my food. Bro, how has he not been hit by a single? Okay, what is going on here?
Out of mana.
Can't be readed.
Need mana.
Damn, I was so focused on just fucking. Oh, that's why I went in there, was to kill that last guy. Which one did I miss?
Need mana. I can't do that yet. Lunarized blade. Out of mana. No mana.
Oh! What an asshole. Those animations are different when not hopping between the towers. Oh shit.
Not yet. I can't do that yet. mana. Need mana.
So yeah, like I said, my build is already in a precarious position because I need more damage, but I like can't give up. I can't give up any of my mana. I like need more mana regen and more max mana if anything. There you have it. I'm able to do a freaking tier 15 white. Just getting absolutely trolled in a fucking yellow. Did I even get a waystone in that map? I did not get a waystone in that map. Let me go back, bro. Did that guy see, I'm glad I have this on stream. No waystone from the boss. The last rare I killed. Bro, he didn't drop a totem either. Isn't he supposed to drop a fucking checkpoint when I kill the last rare?
Die, scum. No mana.
There's not a waystone on the ground here. I haven't bothered getting a loot filter because I'm playing on crossover with Mac, and like, I don't know if it's different installing it or if I'm just gonna have to put it right in the same folder in my crossover folder. It's probably pretty easy, but I haven't wanted to deal with it, so yeah, it would have been right here somewhere because I killed the last elite that I killed was the spider, and it was right here somewhere. Because I ran up in this room where he was at, and then I had to dip because a bunch of snakes came. Yeah, I don't know what to say, bro. They don't always drop waystones. It's fucking... And I mean, maybe it's because it's a white map, right? If you're spending fucking 56,000 gold to make a white tier 15 map, and killing the boss, you don't deserve... you don't deserve a fucking... You don't deserve a tablet. You don't deserve a map. You don't deserve shit. See, and that's my problem. Is like, this has enfeeble on it. Or I mean, sorry, elemental weakness, which maybe isn't the worst thing ever for me. I don't know. I'm hesitant. I don't even really want to try again. We're already at like an hour for this video, and that's longer than I was expecting. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. That was a decent demonstration, I think, of where I'm at anyways. I don't think it's going to change much if I do. I mean, if I beat a yellow map, obviously that would be... people could see that I am at least capable of doing it, but to be honest, like I said, I don't know if I've even beaten a yellow tier 15. I'm almost positive I have, though, because I've had some waystones that were not shit, just completely trash, and like, as long as I'm not, there's like, that's the problem, is because my character has enough weaknesses on it. I mean, maybe if I use blink instead of the Arctic armor, I don't know, I guess that's what I need to do, is I need to look at that other dude's build, see what's different about it than mine, and potentially use blink, because so many times in boss fights or in just mapping where, because like especially with cold, the way that you can really farm efficiently is by like running around and sort of getting all the mobs to be chasing you, and then you freeze them, and like you run in a circle and you get them to like condense on top of each other, and then you just freeze them and drop your whole combo on them, and like you can and like that's that's like how I explode a screen of mobs. I mean, I can do it by standing back and just like firing a bunch of frost bolts, but that sucks. So, and then the problem is that to try and round up a bunch of mobs, it's like, well, either you would think that like 30 move speed like should be enough to where, I mean, you should be able to do it. Maybe it should be hard, but and you should have to do it perfectly, but you should be able to do it with no extra move speed. And with 30% extra move speed, you should be able to like dip around, get everyone chasing you, and fucking blast them. Like, the move speed thing I definitely agree with is an issue. Like, base move speed should just be up to like by 20%, and then like the max that you can get should be more or something. I don't know, maybe it's enough. I don't know how you get to, I know you have to have like, to get to the max move speed, as far as I know, you have to have like a character, you have to use skills and like ride the row amount or whatever. And I don't know, I heard someone say you get up to like 90 move speed. But anyways, overall, I think this game is great. Obviously it is if it got me to straight no life degen like it did. I mean, honestly, it would be cool too if, one of my other gripes is that the progression of the way that your armor looks kind of bugs me. Like, I like the themes, and like I like that from low level that you have an aesthetic that isn't just like cheesy and cheap looking, but I feel like, and I don't even mind this sort of an aesthetic for like late game. It's not even that bad for like a late game aesthetic, but I mean, for it could be cooler, and you consider how much effort you put in to get like these items. Like the wand is it's not like the best wand, but it's, I mean, this is a pretty damn high tier wand. Like, this could for sure maybe glow a little bit or have some sort of extra cool textures on it. Same with like the robes. It's like they don't necessarily need to make a completely new model, but maybe give it like some extra textures, like, I don't know, make it a little more special once you get like a certain tier of modifiers on it. Just, yeah, I don't know, like, overall I'm happy with the way that the game looks. Like, it's got a great theme, but
Not yet.
I don't know, Blink might be better, bro.
I can't do that yet.
I think I need Blink.
Need mana.
And I was wondering, like, maybe, what do I have it on? I think I have it on, like, Frost Bomb. Spell Echo. I wonder if that works on Cold Snap. Because that would be, where's my Frost Bomb? That might be the move right there, boys.
Out of mana.
Interesting. That'd be dope if there was a way that you could like make them put like a chain on Cold Snap to where it just fucking chains through all of them and explodes. I wonder. Wait, hold on. What did I do? Okay. Chain an additional time? When hitting terrain. Fuck. Storm chain. Bro, another reason why Archmage would be sick as fuck. So, and any other skills that chain, and the thing is Frostbolt doesn't normally chain, but when you have, oh, it's not Frostbolt though, it's the fucking, it's the Cold Snap. Well, that's a fucking thing. Anyways, I guess that's all I've got for this video. I think I'm gonna try this blink.
I need more time.
Oh shit. Decent, but my mana. I mean, it's a lot slower. I need to invest the rest of my currency into getting a sick as fuck amulet and a sick as fuck ring. And possibly that, bro, because the mana pot, it doesn't stop refilling you. It doesn't stop refilling you until you're full, and then it does 25 chaos damage. And so if you're just constantly spamming spells, like, can you just keep it from getting full, like, for an entire boss fight? It's worth trying. I don't know. Should I just try that? Fuck. I think that thing costs like 3 div. Farming that is... well, actually, I probably, honestly, if I was diligent about getting on, sorting through all the stuff I have that I can sell right now, and I'm sure I could sell some shit. It's just so tedious. I don't think I have any items that people are going to be spamming me for. I have stuff that is like not necessarily shit, but I don't think I have anything that people are going to spam me for. And then there's another gripe. This, it goes into this one for me instead of this one, even though that's like where its home should be. Even it's got, but the affinity somehow, like, I have the affinity set to gems, and I guess a jeweler's orb is more of like a socketable thing, I guess. But I think I have my socketables set to this one. Socketables. So this one is like delirium essence fragments. Yeah, currency essence fragments. not delirium. So I don't know. Overall, like I said, I'm digging it. I think it's a dope game. I like the ability to craft and add quality to the items, socket stuff. Get these other socketables like the cores. Get the omens. Val orbs are cool. I mean, there's a lot of things that are fun about it, but it just doesn't feel like overall, when you're coming up through the game, that it's easy to even know that you're supposed to be crafting in order to like get the majority of your loot as a new player, or B, that like how to do it efficiently. And I don't know what the solution to it is, because obviously it can become way too easy to create OP wand, like an OP weapon, if you're just able to like pick stats and roll on them or whatever, and it takes a lot of the fun out of the gamble of it. But when it's so expensive and you have to grind so much to try and get one piece of gear, that even, and then it's like, okay, you finally got like the main stats that you want, but now your resistances or your mana or something else is different, and so it's like every time you get one piece of gear, you have to completely change other pieces of gear. So I don't know, I feel like someone was mentioning resistance swapping. I think that sounds like a good idea. I think in general, maybe quests in game when you're leveling up, like one of the first quests that you should do should be like crafting an item, and it should be in a crafting system where you can make something that's actually useful. And that would make it so much more fun. If literally just from level 1 you could be successfully crafting items efficiently enough to where you could reliably, every time you got to a new boss, or maybe even like a particularly difficult part of a map, you could be like, oh well, I'm gonna go farm some mats for an hour, and then I'll be able to make a new weapon. Like, I don't think anyone would complain about that. But the fact is that you could farm mats for 2 days and not get something that helps you move forward. So and that's what I was saying. It's like the only way it's even possible is if you get lucky stuff that you can sell and then trade for good items. Like, at least that's the way it feels to me right now. Like, if you're not able to sell some highly rolled drops that you find in maps, like, you're never gonna stack any divs. Like, you're not getting them from raw drops. Like, you're not getting enough exalted orbs from raw drops either. It's just a 90 exalts for a div. It's like you're probably more efficiently stacking raw divs than you are converting exalts to divs. I don't know how the game's supposed to be, but what I do know is my progression was very like clunky. Like, I was able to do it, I think mostly probably because I looked up a guide, Lexi U's guide. Like, I didn't even know about fucking skill gems. Took me a while to figure it out, like what I was doing. And even then, like, I mean, it made it so much easier, made it so much better once you start to figure out, like, like what you're doing. But it still is not I don't know, it feels like if the point of the game is to be able to blast through maps in the end game and farm in order to get loot, so that way you can do these really hard end game bosses, that they're missing the mark. That's all I'm gonna say. And maybe I'll re-roll Lightning Spear. I would rather play a warrior class, but I don't know if there's one that really makes sense. Like, and it's funny that I put it that way, like, but it really does seem like it doesn't make sense to play anything other than a Lightning Spear at the moment, especially because I'm not that dedicated to anything. I just want to experience what it's like to actually play the game and have it feel not like a slog. And so I don't know, my experience on Stormweaver has been a slog for sure. As you saw, like, even the cold exposed tier 15 white map boss did not just get one-shotted by me, which I think if I go to 14, tier 14, I can basically like, I can, even on like a yellow map, I would beat it significantly quicker than that tier 15 white blast map. So it's like, there is progression, but it seems like I'm stuck in a place where I can only do tier 15 yellow maps if they don't have shitty debuffs on them. And I don't know if that's normal or if other people can just blast through whatever, but I'm not even finding enough maps to blast through whatever. Like, I have to spend all my gold recombining maps, and I still end up with like 3 shitty maps with debuffs that make it hard as fuck for me. So yeah, I guess that's a long way of saying skill issue, but I don't think, you know, I don't think it's really,
Time is not on our side.
it doesn't feel like it's because I'm always running on top of fucking exploding corpses or getting one shot by a random mob. Like, sometimes it really does feel like when I get to a boss, it's like, okay, like, even though I just made it through this yellow map without dying, now I'm at this boss, they're cold resistant, and it feels like I don't even know how I could spend enough div on a weapon. Like, if I got to like, if I had like 70, and if I had like +5 to cold spell levels, and then like over 90% on both spell damage and cold damage, and then I had like an absurd amount of crit chance on it as well, then, and like maybe even crit damage too, I would have to give up max mana or intellect to get crit damage as well. But if I had like all those things on it, which would be like, who knows how many, whatever, it'd be like a mirror or some shit to get one that was that perfect. I mean, I don't really know that, but it seems like to have stats that were rolled that perfect, +5 to cold spells, over 90% increased spell damage and cold damage. I don't know what crit is scaling at. Like, this one says 39% is max, but I feel like you've got to be able to get higher rolls than that. Oh yeah, that's only tier 2. So yeah, if you're getting like tier 7 fucking critical hit chance, I'm sure it's got to be like, or wait, how does it work? Is the higher the tier the better, right? +4 is only tier 4. That's confusing as fuck. Does that mean it can go up to like +6 or 7? I would have thought that would be a staff only, not a wand. I've only seen +5 on a wand. I haven't seen higher than that. Yeah, I'm confused. Perfect cold resist is 40%. So tier 1 is obviously not perfect. At least, or no, that's fucking not cold resist. God, I'm retarded. Maybe I really do need glasses. But yeah, I mean, to get a wand that was significantly better than this would cost so much money. And I feel like, I mean, my focus is decent. I could trade max mana for spell damage again. Maybe that's the only way to make it playable, is you have fucking low max mana, and then you just start casting spells, and then you pop that freaking mana pot, that the melting maleficence or whatever the fuck it's called. It says like it refills mana until you're full, but when you get full, it deals 25% of your max mana in chaos damage. But the thing is if you're constantly casting spells at the right cadence, then I'm wondering if you could just click it once and then constantly just be refilling the whole fight. Although that would be pretty hard, I think, with I mean, I wonder if Archmage would even work like that. But yeah, that would be pretty hard, I think, with I think you would still need at least a decent amount of max mana. Like, I don't even know if I would have 1,000 max mana if I gave up the mana on both of these items for damage. And so I don't even think I could do a full combo. I'd have to pop it in the middle of my combo and then just keep blasting. I mean, I don't know, maybe, especially with flash, because you can just keep casting spells, dip out again. I don't know. There's options. I'm not saying that this is unplayable. Clearly it's playable if you can get this far in the game and have fun, but it does feel like the amount of requirements or item requirements that I would need to make this feel something like even close to, I don't even think it's possible to make it feel like when you see the single target damage that some builds are doing, and like, yeah, I don't know, I think you could maybe get the screen clear to feel maybe something close to a lightning spear, with the ability to explode that many monsters at once, although the mechanic of getting there would be more of a combo than a one button thing, at least if you want to do it efficiently. Sitting there and just firing frost bolts forever is not chill. So yeah, I don't know. Stormweaver's been fun. The game's fun.
I can't do that
I may
yet.
stop playing it until there's like some sort of major update, or I may try playing a lightning spear. Haven't really made up my mind yet. I'll probably do my ascendancy at least on this champion
Not yet.
and see if that helps. I don't know even what the build, because I don't know if the ascendancy would be different. Oh my god. I literally pressed every button on my keyboard. I don't know if the ascendancy would be different for a different build. I don't even remember what he went at this time. I don't know if Elemental Storm is I don't know if I need that. Oh man, that Scouring Winds, yes, that's what I need. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Scouring Winds and Heart of the Storm is the way to go. Probably that. That would be helpful, honestly. I should do that and see and see how it feels. Especially that fucking Scouring Winds would be great because even that 12%, I bet, makes the difference of a boss feeling like not worth trying to being like, all right, like this is dumb still, but I can at least do it. When I did the Candle Wax boss and he had cold resist and I got him, I would have killed him if I got off like one more rotation of spells, but or maybe two, but I got one shot at some point. And yeah, I think if I had Scouring Winds, he would have been dead already. So yeah, anyways, I hope this was helpful. If anyone's watching this that matters, that thinks I had anything good to say, I guess let me know. Anyways, cheers, peace.